What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about how this is going to be my last video on YouTube in 2022. And I wanted to talk about how 2022 was the best year of my life, but with a rough ending and a really important lesson to learn. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. If you refer one friend by midnight tonight, Webull's going to give you all the way up to 20 free shares of Google, with the bare minimum being at least one free share of Google, somewhere between 1 and 20. Each share is worth about $90 as I'm recording the video. For every friend you refer after that, they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares, as well as an entry to the New Year prize board. Everything will be linked in the description. Alright, so today I wanted to talk about how 2022 was the greatest year of my life. But I wanted to backtrack a little bit because I said this in 2020 as well. At the end of 2020, I was surprised and also blessed enough to be able to say that that year was the greatest year of my life. I felt almost guilty for saying that because I know how much of a disaster it was for a lot of other people out there, but it ended up being the greatest year of my life. I was able to thrive more in 2020 than I was able to in probably every other year combined. And I remember saying at the end of 2020 that, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to top what I was able to accomplish this year. Moved on into 2021. Long story short, I was able to outdo what I did in 2020. So 2021 was the best year of my life. And this time around, at the end of 2021, I was even less confident than I was the year before that the next year would be even better than this year. Moving on to 2022. And once again, I am surprised and blessed enough to be able to say that 2022 was even better than 2021, which was even better than 2020, which was originally the greatest year of my life. I was able to take everything that I had built from previous years and continue building this year. I was able to sort out and weed out what didn't work or wasn't working as well as I wanted it to work, or was underperforming in other things that I have going on. I cut back on certain things, I eliminated certain things, and I was able to shift my focus and prioritize what's working the best and prioritize what's creating the most value for me in my life and how I'm able to provide as much value to other people in their lives. I was able to reduce what was more effort than it's worth, and I was able to really double down on what I know for an absolute fact is working very, very well. And I'm, fortunate that I've been able to do all of this in a very short period of time. I was able to figure things out a lot quicker than probably a lot of other people figured things out. So 2022, greatest year of my life. I don't want to sit here patting myself on the back, and I don't want to sit here sounding like I'm bragging, because that's absolutely not what I'm intending to do. But with this incredible year that I just had, despite the inflation, despite the recession, I've been able to not only survive but thrive throughout it all. But even though things have been going incredibly well, things have been kind of rocky the last 2 weeks. And I'm not talking about the stock market, I'm not talking about spot prices, I'm not talking about business or anything like that. I'm talking about one of my jobs. See, I have two jobs. I was working one job majority of this year, and I decided toward the middle of the year, I think it was July, I decided that I wanted to get myself a secondary job for a couple of different reasons. Number one, I wanted to raise as much money as I could in preparation for September, because in the stock market we see something called the September effect, which is just notorious for horrible returns that particular month of the year, almost every single year. And the previous year, last year, I did not set myself up for that. I was kind of caught off guard by the September effect, and I was like, man, I wish I saved more money. That way I could have invested more. So I said, next year, next September, I will be able to capitalize to the best of my ability. So that's what I did this year, and that was one of the main reasons I got this secondary job. But another reason I got the secondary job, without getting too into it, because it's my own personal stuff, I dealt with something in my life, and I felt incredibly betrayed. So I wanted to do something and take up some of my time to distract me from having my trust broken, I guess you can say. Shortly after getting this secondary job, and I was able to save as much money as possible and invest every penny so far, I very quickly learned that the overwhelming majority of people that I work with, my coworkers, at the very beginning, I thought they were, just being nice and friendly to the new guy. I didn't realize that they would ask me questions and then use my answers to say all types of things behind my back. And I didn't realize that when I got when I was promoted pretty quickly, quicker than probably what's normal, I didn't realize how many people that I thought were my friends were talking behind my back, being like, oh, that guy doesn't deserve the promotion, blah, 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 blah. I didn't realize. Now, I'm not trying to just pour my problems into this video. I was just saying that I got this job in part to distract me from the fact that I had my trust broken, only to then have my trust broken again on the clock this time. Which is really no big deal. People are going to talk. It wasn't really bothering me all that much. It was kind of annoying. No big deal. But that's something that I was dealing with, or that I've been dealing with for the last, 3-4 months at this point. But then, a couple days ago, actually, something got stolen from me. Now, I don't really want to say what it was just yet, and I don't want to get too far into it because I am not allowed to talk about it at this time. It's being looked into, if you catch my drift. So there's only so much I can say. But something was stolen from me. My personal property was taken away, without my knowledge, without my permission. So talk about another stab in the back. Talk about another break of trust. And this happened at work, by the way, by a coworker. So imagine getting a secondary job to distract yourself from the fact that you got your trust broken, only to then have your trust broken over and over and over and over again by people saying all types of stuff behind your back, to then have something stolen from you. Not a very good feeling. Not a very pleasant string of events. And then yesterday, I left a grocery store, and as I was walking through the parking lot, this woman asked me, she's like, can you help me? I said, sure, no problem. She needed help taking stuff out of her cart and into the trunk of her car. No problem, ma'am. Helped her out. She said, thank you. I said, no problem. She said, I wish I had more. And she pulled out some cash. And I said, no. And she said, yes. I'm like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. She grabs my hand. She takes the cash and she stuffs it in my pocket really quick. She jumps in her car, says Merry Christmas, and she drives away. I said, good God, I just got reverse pickpocketed by a woman who needed help loading up her car. I had stuff in my hands. I had no way to defend myself from this reverse pickpocketing. And I remember telling somebody about it just yesterday. I was like, man, all the nonsense that I've been dealing with the last couple of days, having to deal with this whole ongoing investigation, I guess you can call it, and the nonsense that I've been having to deal with, I was like, oh, that cheered me up. That was actually pretty cool. Talk about a random act of kindness, or whatever the case may be. And I thought to myself, I was like, man, there really is more good in the world than evil, and we shouldn't let the burdens overshadow the blessings. And we should focus on, good things like that. We should do good deeds for other people, and we should remember and share the stories of good deeds that people have done for us. I think that's something that we can really take away from all of this, and maybe this is just me saying this just to say, hey, screw it. The people talking doesn't matter. Things can be replaced, blah, 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 blah. Look at this. Whatever the case may be. But guess what? That was yesterday. Less than 24 hours later, today, before I filmed this video, actually, I went to a jewelry store. And I just wanted to get some links removed from a watch and, watch battery and taking a look at a couple of other things. And I went in there and I called this guy, the jewelry store, on the phone a couple days ago, just asking for a price, and he gave me a price. So I stopped by there this morning. It's my day off of work. Stopped in there, got some links removed, got some stuff that I needed. And, I was talking to the guy. He was saying that his father started the business right after World War II. And he was talking to me about some of the ups, some of the downs. And I showed him the watch that, I was having him remove some links from. And I said, he was like, "Oh man, that's beautiful." And I was like, "Thanks. It's my Christmas present to myself for all the hard work that I've been doing." And it's just a little reward that I gave myself, I guess. And, we were just talking, chit-chatting and whatnot. Then he hands me back my watch, and I got what I needed. I grab my wallet, and I say, "How much will that be?" He reaches out, shakes my hand, says, "Merry Christmas," smiles, and on the house. I was like, "Oh, come on, man." He's like, "No, Merry Christmas." I was like, "Man, God bless you, sir." So 2 days in a row, after what I just dealt with, again, I didn't share what I was dealing with. I didn't share, getting my trust broken earlier this year. I didn't share people saying all types of crazy stuff behind my back. I didn't share somebody stealing something from me for any sympathy or to have that victim mentality. "Oh, poor me. Oh, all these bad things happen to me." I wanted to share all of this to lead into the two good things that just happened in a row. Yesterday, leaving a grocery store, and this morning, coming out of the jewelry store. Two good things back to back. Couldn't believe it. Which is why I wanted to end this video by reiterating, don't let the burdens overshadow the blessings. There will be both. There will be blessings, there will be burdens. There will be plenty of blessings and plenty of burdens. It's up to you which one you want to focus on. There will be good and there will be bad. There will be good in the bad and there will be bad in the good. It's entirely up to you which one you want to focus on. Do you want to focus on the good things that are happening? Do you want to focus on the little tiny bit of bad things that are happening within the good? Do you want to focus on the bad things that are happening? Or do you want to focus on the little bit of good that's coming from all the bad stuff that's happening? It's up to you which one you want to focus on. It's yin and yang. Anybody who understands what yin and yang is, we all know the yin yang, the black and white circle, like split down the middle with a little bit of black on the white and a little bit of white on the black. We know what the yin yang is, but do you know what that is? Do you know what it means? It represents exactly what I just said. The white represents the good, the black represents the bad. The little bit of white in the black represents a little bit of good in the bad, and the little black dot in the white represents the little bit of bad in the good. You can't have one without the other. But you can, however, choose which one you want to focus on. You can focus on your misfortunes. You can focus on the burdens. You can focus on the negative. Or you can focus on the blessings. You can focus on the random acts of kindness. You can focus on doing good deeds for other people. You can focus on and remember and share the stories of the good deeds that other people have done for you. You can focus on the good. You can focus on the positive. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. That right there was the creation of DYDSS, part of the name of this channel and my brand, like I said before. DYDSS. That's why I have it on my hoodie right here. That's why I have it on most of the t-shirts that I wear. That's why I have it on most of the other hoodies that I wear. And that's why I have it on stickers and coffee mugs in the DYDSS store. DYDSS was created for a reason. It's all about the positive mental attitude. It's all about positive energy, healthy energy, focusing on what's right, keeping a level head, and making logical decisions, not emotional decisions. It's very easy to get you know, the rug pulled out from under you, and to get all irrational and overly fixated on somebody cutting you off in traffic, or people talking behind your back, a family member saying this about you or saying that about you, or a coworker stealing from you. Or it's very easy to focus on stuff like that. It's very easy to turn on CNN or Fox and seeing all the negative stuff that they're both saying about the other side. It's very easy to focus on what's going wrong, and oftentimes it overshadows everything that's going right. Take a step back and take a look around. You have a roof over your head. You have food in the fridge, clothes on your back. You got friends, you got family, you have a network of people, and if you don't realize that you do, yes, you actually do, scroll down to the comment section and you'll see where they are. They're right there. Focus on what you have. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on the blessings. Don't worry so much about the burdens. A lot of people ask me, they're like, oh, why don't you care? Like, how do you not care about these things? I was like, I do care about these things. I just don't worry about those things. There's a big difference between the two. I care about the stuff that goes wrong. I care about starting something and working on something that I have, you know, good intentions with, and it doesn't, you know, work out the way that I want it to. Sure. Of course I care about that. Why would I not care about that? I just don't worry about that. It's not worth worrying about. Worrying's a waste of time, because worrying doesn't change the outcome, and it doesn't change the past. You can, however, dictate how you feel. You can, however, decide how you feel. I'm a big believer in that, and I know not a lot of people agree with me on this, and I know not a lot of people will be able to understand it just yet, but I fully believe you can wake up in the morning and decide how you're going to feel that day. You can't control the weather, but you can control your attitude. You can control your outlook. You can't control what other people are going to do, but you can control how you feel and how you react to certain things. You can absolutely. And by the way, just for the record, when I found out that, you know, something was stolen from me, I was livid. Angriest I've been in I can't even remember how long. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm a perfect example and that every single move I make and that I had the perfect reaction to every single possible. No, I slip up too. I get angry too. I have bad days too. But I choose to focus on the positives. I try to find, even if it's a microscopic positive, I try to find that. And I try to focus on that. I try to remind myself that what got stolen from me is just an item, and it could be replaced. Better an item than a person. People talking behind my back, hey, at least I'm on their minds. If I wasn't doing something right, that they wouldn't have anything to say. There's always a bright side. And that's one of many lessons I learned in 2022, and I look forward to plenty more lessons in 2023. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Did you have a good year this year? Did you have a bad year this year? Hey, if you had a bad year this year, like, you know, I'm not going to say, oh, you know, lie to yourself and tell yourself it was a good year. No, maybe it was a bad year. But what's something good that happened this year? Can't be all bad. Something good had to have happened, even if it was something microscopic. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. It's a movement of positivity, not only pushing happiness on the world, but health and wealth as well. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. They have buy one, get one free sales going on periodically, so go ahead and buy one, go ahead and maybe even get one free, and go ahead and save $5 on top of that. Link in the description. And of course, finally, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. You could deposit as little as you'd like, even as little as a penny. It still works, it still counts, it still gets you your up to 12 free fractional shares. If you refer just one friend by midnight tonight, you are running out of time, my friend. Refer one friend. Click the little invite button and send it to one human being that you know. It's that simple. Weeble's going to give you all the way up to 20 free shares of Google. You're guaranteed at least one, so you're walking away a winner no matter what, but you have an opportunity to win all the way up to 20. Do not pass up. Each share, as I'm filming, is worth about $90, so capitalize on that while you can. For every friend you refer after that, they're going to give you 15 free fractional shares of some of the most rock-solid companies on the planet, by the way. Ford, Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Apple, the list goes on. And for every friend you refer, they're going to give you an entry to the New Year prize board, which means in January, they're going to be taking all the people that made referrals in December, picking a few randoms, and sending them even more free shares of Google. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. If you don't want the free stocks, go and get them anyway. They are free. If you don't want them, get them anyway. Sell them. Congratulations. Now you have the cash to buy other stocks, or to take the cash and go to the coin shop and get some physical silver and gold, or buy yourself, I don't know, a new pair of sneakers or something like that. You can do whatever you want. It's your cash. Everything will be linked in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. As 2022 is finally coming to an end, we are closing this chapter and moving into the next one in just a few hours. And depending on where you live in the world, maybe it's already 2023, so Happy New Year to you. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know what's something that you learned in 2022. What was the biggest lesson or the biggest takeaway or the biggest blessing that occurred in 2022? What's something that took place in 2022, whether it was the best year of your life, an average year, maybe a not so good year? What's something good that happened in 2022? And what is the mindset for you going to be? What is your outlook? What is your mentality going to be in 2023? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace. See you next year, actually.